Yes, sir. Oh, that's that old.
Oh, yeah, I had to. We got an old school guest. First guest, we have to do what we gotta do.
You bring back memories.
Man, back in the day, that song was too long.
Was it?
Yeah.
Like an 8-minute version.
I mean, I had bad feet all my life. I mean, and when you out there trying to dance with some platform shoes on.
Out there doing the George Jefferson.
But y'all didn't want to admit that back then. Y'all didn't want to admit that. Y'all was.
I'm okay. That's the word. I'm okay.
You ain't tourniquets on the dance floor. I'm okay. I'm good.
As you could hear, Just a Thought podcast is back on the air.
In the building.
Fred Potter here
Amaru.
with our special guest, Mufasa.
Yo,
Hey, it's Mufasa, Amaru, and Fred. What kind of shit? That's all right, though. Hey, welcome, brother.
I'm glad to be here,
Coming
man.
in
And I
from
want
Fort
to thank
Wayne.
Maru for the opportunity to let me be in that movie.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
I'm happy, boy.
Matter of fact, we got to get this podcast done so you guys can, well, not you, but...
No, I'm cool.
You head
We
to Chicago
go-
today.
yeah,
Hey, no.
I'm
We
cool.
plug in this movie as many times as we can. That's what we do.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
We get the show vibe right here.
as you see in here, we have people calling in. His phone is hot. His phone stays hot.
Yeah,
It's better
let's
to
plug
be
it.
busy than bored, right?
Plug it.
Well, welcome, Mufasa.
Well, I'm glad to be here,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
mean, plug this movie. I mean, I retired from the bootleg game just because I'm in this movie. And if I get anybody
You got to reboot.
bootlegging this movie,
Bootlegging the
it's
movie.
going to be a problem.
You got to reboot in your career as far as your how you feel
That's
on
right.
this movie.
Let me catch a bootleg man with this movie. I'm snitching. And I'm a G. I don't talk to the police. You know, the only way I talk to the police, they put me in the freezer.
Yes, my man, old school here. So, you made the trip. I see you had a little trouble with your tire.
Yeah.
What have you? We gonna square you up though a little bit.
Oh, ain't no problem.
man.
I
feel bad.
was on the expressway and I thought it was a speed breaker. I'm like, a boogie. I'm like, oh my God, I'm running 70 miles an hour. Then I hit that big one.
Well, it's a blessing your ass didn't get,
Well, I'm old school. I drive slow. I
Oh,
don't
so you one of those people that get move
go around me.
That's
Get
me.
out
Go
the
around.
way.
Go around me.
Go around me.
The closer you are, the slower I go.
But I can't
Look,
go
look
around
here.
you if you're in the fast lane.
I get
No,
over.
I do that. I'll get out the fast lane.
Okay.
I'm with you. I hate people who don't use their blinker.
Yeah.
And I hate people who stay in the fast lane. Learn the rules. Get over. You ain't supposed to
And,
be in the
and
fast
if you in the
lane.
right lane, if you're not turning at a corner, get your ass in the left lane.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
You know the rules, right?
But cats know about driving. They don't know how to drive.
Yeah, you know, my daddy always said, you got your sister, like my brother and sister wanted to borrow the car, but he would let me. But he said, well, Mufasa, he drive, y'all operate.
Hey, you gonna get there. You may go slow, but you gonna get there, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So
Leave on
anyway,
time. Leave on time. That's what I say. Leave
Anyway,
on time.
what we do on this podcast, my man, we just talk about things that's relevant. As a matter of fact, when I envision on rebooting this podcast, I envision this. Few brothers in here having a conversation on shit, on life, on Just a Thought. Jest. This is admitting just
Like a court jester.
and humor.
Just a
You
thought.
know, just a thought. So
Three
we gonna
comics
go-
talking shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
AKA.
What we do, I got these two got the bass voice. I got the soprano. No, but we all good though.
And I'm Bill.
We are good. So anyway, we just talk about what's happening in the news. As you know, the world is losing its damn mind. I
gotta tell y'all this. I gotta get this off my chest real quick.
get it off.
FedEx.
Oh.
FedEx. Yesterday, so we started receiving equipment in the mail for the movie and everything
Right.
like that. And I'm sensitive to, from the last 8 years of living in the same place, and packages not coming to the house like it's supposed to.
Still.
It's either around, it's either around, and I've complained for the first time about a month ago. It'll come to the apartment on the side, or they'll leave it on the porch, on the steps. And so I'm sensitive to because them saying that they've knocked on the door and tried to deliver my package.
Yeah.
So I'm up. I'm knowing something is coming. So the day before yesterday, I hear the dude. He knocked right on the door. We had the front door open. You could see clear as day. It say apartment 2 right there, and it say apartment 1 right here. So the front door open. You could see through the screen. So the next day, I'm waiting. I didn't get up as I was up, but I didn't get up as early to open the front door, so they could just see. Because if you leave it open, leave it closed, they not knocking. They not coming up to the door.
He got 2 doors.
Right. So I get up. Maybe I missed the first time. He said he came the first time. It was like 10:35, but it was 2 more times he said he came.
Right.
And that door was open. You could see clear as day. So I called and complained because I paid for it to be, the package to be there that morning.
Right.
Period. That morning I paid for this shit.
Paid the extra charge. That's
The
right.
extra charge, I paid for this shit. So I'm waiting and waiting. My daughter waiting. And because she was there the day before when it came. And it don't come. So I'm calling. I'm like, hey, man, it's noon. And I said, Opal, go downstairs and check and see if, and she found the packet, the paper that said that they had been there 3 times. I'm like, they didn't come to this motherfucker 3 times. And so I called. She's sitting there trying to tell me, yeah, it's the same guy from yesterday. So logic started kicking in for me. I'm a comic. You can be talking all that shit, but I'm thinking about shit while you talking.
Right.
And if it don't make sense, I'm going to say it. Yeah. I'm just not going to okay, well, maybe it is my fault. No, I'm not accepting this bullshit. It don't make sense to me that it was the same person from yesterday, because if they saw the door open just like yesterday, they would knock on the door again, knowing that I came to the door.
Common sense.
Right, common sense, right? She telling me now, it's the same guy from yesterday. He was there 3 times. I'm not, lady, I've been sitting here listening for the door. No one has knocked on my door. She's saying it like she actually can see, like she Miss Kravitz from across the street. I'm looking through the window right now and I've seen that like, lady, no, it doesn't make sense. No one knocked on this door 3 times.
But what did she tell you to do?
I'm just what I'm talking to. That's what I'm getting to.
That's what I'm laughing at.
So she talking, and so she described. She was like, so she said she gonna call the place. She gonna call the place. So okay, she calls me back. This is when she calls me back.
Right.
She called me back. And she's steady trying to argue. He can't find it. There's no visible markings on the outside of the building. Now, Opal, my daughter, 11-year-old, standing right there. She's looking at me like, I'm like, I know. I'm like, lady, there's 1 and a big ass 2 on the door. She was like, will you just hush? So now, yes, yes, the white lady, yes. So now she's steady talking, and I'm not listening to you now. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, did this bitch just say? Did this
you processing that?
Yeah,
obviously.
She just told me to hush.
You heard right.
And so I said, I said, this lady just told me to hush. And she started talking. He's downstairs. He came for. I'm like, excuse me, did you just tell me to hush? And now when I asked her that, you could tell she was like, oh shit, like I'm gonna get fired. They recording this call like that was a firing type of hush. Well, I was just trying to get you to. Yeah, you was just trying to continue that lie you're telling me. So I go downstairs. Dude ain't down there. She talking about he can't find the house. There's no visible marking on the house. He ain't down there. So we wait 5. I was able to put on sweats, a shirt, and everything before this cat came. He pulls up. Different dude from yesterday. Even a different truck. The dude from yesterday pulled up in a big ass. He pulled up in the very first FedEx truck, and backed in our driveway in this big ass tank. This FedEx driver was a little van. He was Mexican. Oh, was looking at that's not the same guy. He comes on the porch out and explain this shit to him. I'm like, you didn't knock on this. Did you knock on these doors? He said. She said you knocked on the door 3 times. He said no, I only knocked on it twice. You didn't knock on our door. No, I knocked on that door. Opal, look. But it has a 1 on that door. I said, dude, the package says 2. Why would you? He was like, I'm just going to apologize.
It says uno here. It says
right. Like
but they just talking to you like you rode the short bus and licked the window.
Right. I had the helmet on.
Hey, so
told me I was on the football team.
And so did your intelligence to the 5th hour.
I swear she acted like she was across the street watching the house. She was convicted with the lie. She was gonna tell the lie and make me feel and
to compound it, she gonna tell a grown
man to hush. She told me to hush.
I would have heard her shut your old ass up. You know what I mean?
Said I would have turned French. Kiss my ass.
Oh my God, man!
Kiss my ass.
Opal, I felt sad. Unprompted, my daughter, my 11-year-old, went downstairs with a rag and polished off the 2 on the door.
Man.
I was like,
but you eventually got your
FedEx
man,
I got my FedEx package. But man, they getting lazy, man. They don't want to get out the car. That's the bottom line. They don't want to get out the vehicle, and so they just automatically. That's what they've been doing for the last 7 years, man. It's just putting the thing on the door, talking about you ain't no one come to the door, cause y'all,
Little
Even
baby
Jehovah's
dicks
Witness
and
knock louder than that. They trying to knock your door down. You know, and y'all just don't want to get out the car, man. Just don't. For the people that call it out, they use them people just being docile, not saying nothing, and
Just to come in and they
challenging
bullshit.
them.
But you know
Like,
what,
they don't
they-
believe in the, oh, go ahead, brother.
But you know, it's like, you know, FedEx left my 65 inch on the porch. And you know, I live on the south side of Fort Wayne. You know what I mean? They just left it on the porch.
Somebody was walking down the street with a
Walk,
65.
gonna get us raided. You know, gonna get us robbed and
They're
raided.
supposed to deliver that shit at 3 in the
home,
morning.
they know it's home. They what they call them, the home invasion robbery.
Yeah.
That's the number one spot. You gonna get robbed in Fort Wayne, they come to your house to get you. And you just said, hey, go get Mufasa. He got a 65 inch. You know what I mean?
I had a
I
65.
had UPS do that. They delivered a computer to when I was living in Studio City. Left the shit out on the porch. Not on the porch, outside on the ground in front of the house, and with a hole in it. When I got back, we got back to the house, it had a hole in the box.
These chairs me and Mufasa sitting in right now, they was in a box yesterday on the porch, left there.
Man, what's up? And
They don't
that-
want
But,
the news.
but you know what? I got nosy ass neighbors.
That's
So
cool.
I
but
appreciate
your
that.
package getting wet. If it's
Exactly.
raining.
But if somebody picked that big ass box up and walking down the street
They
like a
need-
boom
they
box,
need
and
it.
hey,
They need
you
it.
can have it.
They
You
need
can
it.
have it. Hey, I got to give a follow up story last week, Mufasa. I have a bird issue around here. You know how much I paid to get these
You
birds?
still having trouble with the
no,
bird?
no. They came out $399, and that was the good price.
Oh.
It was saying we could do it. You could you have your preventative.
What
the
did they
whole
do?
house.
Come and get them?
Well, no. Well,
Catch
actually,
'em? Capture 'em?
No, there was the little opening in our siding to where they was taking out our insulation.
Okay.
And trying to build a resort for all the other damn birds
Oh,
around
yeah.
the compound around
Yeah, they're
here.
trying to spread the wealth.
Bird
Exactly.
hotel.
So I had to call some people to come on out because I didn't have a ladder tall enough. So we was talking about this last week. How we just I'm not trying to fuck up nature, but I ain't trying to have bird shit all over the place and taking up my costing me money.
You got a nice spot.
I paid $400 for nature.
Personally, me myself,
Hey.
I paid $400. They had to catch them and let me eat them. I'm just saying. I'm country.
Hey, we
I grew up on crows and everything.
But let me tell you, they was gonna try to
said
charge me
to catch them, let me eat it.
$1,675 to do the whole preventative stuff. I ain't gonna have nothing, no bats. They took pictures in my attic.
they wanna-
I said,
they wanna
"You
Obamacare
out
your
your
house."
rabbit? Is
preventative.
Debo gonna be out in front as security every other week? So anyway, I had to pay $400 for that shit. So you've had squirrel before?
Squirrel, raccoon, pigeon, everything. I grew up down south Georgia, man.
Oh, so you from Georgia?
Yeah, I'm
What
from
part of
Georgia.
Georgia?
Atlanta, but I'm not gay.
Down Atlanta? Oh no. hey.
You gotta let that go. You gotta let that
He
go.
had to say
Hey,
that.
but when you say I'm from Atlanta,
But
people
I'm
like
not
that,
gay.
he down low.
So you gotta say I'm from Atlanta. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
It goes in with the sentence.
My two brothers were.
From Atlanta or gay?
They gay.
Oh.
Two big brothers, Bruce and Jerome. I played football. Jerome was a cheerleader. Bruce was the baton twirler.
He's still a man. He was whoop your ass while
No, they were girls.
No.
Oh, really?
They were girls, you know what I mean? See, I know about the down low lifestyle because I growing up in Atlanta with Bruce and Jerome, my older brothers. I knew some of the toughest guys in the neighborhood during the day, but at night they be sneaking in my basement with Bruce and Jerome.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna write a book called "My Brother Fuck My Friends." And watch everybody from Atlanta. Hey man, how you doing, boy? You in chapter 2.
Oh, you didn't partake, but you knew about it.
I had two sisters. I never caught my sisters having sex. But the shit I done walked and caught my brother doing and who they were doing, Pastor Robinson today wanna know why I don't like him. You know what I mean? You remember you and Bruce down by the furnace?
Oh, that's crazy. That's hilarious, man. So anyway, we ain't gonna tell. No, hey, if they gay, they still your brother.
They still my brother.
Don't matter.
I ain't never take a bath with them. Cause they shit was bigger than mine. They had the gay dick. Big, huge, longer head. Mama talking about get in the tub with Bruce.
You make the water bubble up.
You see a lot of women running around talking about my boyfriend got 12-inch dick. He gay. That's a roto-rooter. That ain't a dick.
He unplugging
He
shit.
unplugging shit. He weigh your trouble down the drain.
Ah, you crazy, man. You crazy. That's funny. This is what I'm talking about. Having
But
fun,
really,
talking
coming
shit.
up, I don't have a complex of my nickname was Sissy Bruce Brother.
Sissy Bruce, brother.
Yeah, my brother Bruce.
His name is Bruce.
Man, they call me. My nickname was, hey man, they picking teams. Hey, I got Leroy, I got Dwight. Hey man, pick Mufasa. Who the hell is that? Sissy Bruce brother. Oh, I got. Come on, Sissy Bruce brother. I dribble the ball on over
The
there.
one that's not gay.
Even when I for the football team, the coach say, "You Sissy Bruce brother, ain't you?"
Yep.
And and every time I fumble, drop the pass, first thing the coach say, "Get your ass over there with your brother." So I had to be an athlete. You know what I mean? I ran an 80-yard touchdown homecoming night, 1974. I've been paying child support ever since that damn night.
Oh, that's what got you in trouble.
Got a 300-pound girl pregnant.
Wow.
Henrietta.
Henrietta?
Yeah, my ex-wife.
Uh-huh.
She hit me in the nose 34 years ago. I ain't never get my lick back. But I don't hope she die. I just want to outlive her. Because I'm going to that funeral like Big Red from the 5 Heartbeats. I'm going to tell my daughter, bag up. Bag up. The time they bag, I'm going to knock bombing fluid out of her. You need to renew that restraining order, Henrietta. That's 34 years ago. I'm getting my lick back, baby.
Oh, man, you crazy.
And you ain't never getting that back child support either. I ain't got a job.
You got kids, man?
Yeah, I got 9.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah, 3 boys, 6 girls. Proud of the boys. Them girls, I'd trade all 6 of them right now for a 1972 Mustang Mach 1. A bag of weed and some chicken.
Oh, you threw a bag of weed in there?
Gotta have the weed.
God damn.
That's funny, man. Is it legal in Fort Wayne, Indiana? Is the marijuana legal in Indiana?
No.
They haven't brought it over to Indiana?
No, you going to jail in Fort Wayne for anything. You come down in the summertime, look at the bus station, everybody got ankle bracelets on.
Beep, 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 beep. No, they supposed to be home.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, they locked me up 19 times. They called me failure to appear. I ain't coming to court.
So you have court dates, you just don't show up to them.
They say, well, if you ain't gonna take this class, you show up next month, you going to jail. I'm like, thanks for the heads up. I ain't putting $5 in my car to go to jail. Send the sheriff to pick me up. I ain't
That's
hiding.
right. I ain't
I'm sitting there watching Judge Mathis.
I'm not going voluntarily.
Yeah, pull up out and blow. I'll come out and make you an egg sandwich, officer. But it's just Fort Wayne. No, we don't get to smoke weed like that. We have to sneak and smoke it.
Man, that's crazy. So sometimes we talk about shit that happens in the news that goes back and forth. There was a conversation we had this week I seen on Facebook. Sometimes I look on social media on some of the shit that people talk about that's kind of interesting. Do you believe if you don't have kids, does someone have a right to really tell you it's not cool to whip your kids?
No.
Because I got my ass whipped when I was a kid. My mom could have been locked up for years. She just got on parole. The threat of me whipping my daughter is good enough. 'Cause I don't have to whip her now.
My kids can fight. Get back.
This the threat. But my question is, do you think anybody that doesn't have kids have a right to say, no, you shouldn't whip your kids?
If you ain't got kids, shut your ass up.
Right, shut up, yeah.
I believe in everybody has an opinion on it, but unless you're in a
I
situation...
don't want to hear your opinion. This ain't your child.
You don't know. You have no idea.
Hell up. You don't know this little innocent looking ass joker right here will set your house on fire.
Exactly. I got a 7-year-old great niece who comes over here, Daddy. She's gonna come over here today. She didn't wrote on our walls. She didn't wrote on our furniture. And I let her know, if you was my daughter, I would whoop your little behind right now but I can't discipline nobody else's child. I think that's against the law. Look at this. See, I ain't trying to. You're gonna come visit me?
Yeah, because
I'll fuck your child up.
They're gonna put some books.
I'll put some on that ass.
I'm gonna leave like a little belt in memory. Memorandum, giving these little belt candy.
No. The times has changed, as you all know. We can't. It's messed up. It's a situation where the government says you ain't supposed to whip your children, but if they mess up,
look here,
it's all on you.
They'll whoop them and shoot them.
It's all on you.
Yeah.
Or they'll shoot them and whoop them.
Yeah.
Get up.
Right.
But you know what? It's like this. I mean, I got to be honest. I don't whoop my children or my grandkids. I'm a cusser. You know what I mean? I cuss cuss them out.
You verbally whoop their ass.
Cuss their ass out. I mean, my 6-year-old granddaughter, they called me up to the elementary school and said, Kamaya said, fuck today. I like, the fuck you want me to do about it? I mean, that's all they hear at the house. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck down. What the fuck you just say? Leave my fucking dogs alone. Get them a fucking refrigerator. Did you fucking pee in the bed? I ain't your fucking daddy. Oh, you never met that fucker, had you?
Just a thought.
Hey man, I got you.
Oh, that shit's crazy. I'm just saying, man. I mean, the world has turned kind of soft when it comes to disciplining your kids, but they don't want to take the responsibility when the kid acts up and acts stupid and cuss the parents out and do all this crazy shit.
And the young girls is the worst.
Yeah, they run around here all dainty and shit, and they cry and they don't whoop me, don't whoop your ass.
I mean, I'm just saying, period. They, when you don't check them right, you ever
start them young.
I don't know about the young teenage girls here, but them young teenage girls in Fort Wayne were they gangsters. They gangsters. Call me old 4-eye fuck.
No respect for the elders, right?
When you go to when the mailman come to your door with a pit bull.
Yeah.
What? Say something.
Yeah.
The mailman comes.
Yeah. I give you a mail when I feel like it.
What do y'all think about the Jesse Smollett situation where he got
It's a waste of time.
acquitted?
It's a waste of time.
It's irritating.
It's irritating seeing Rahm Emanuel on TV talk about what a travesty this is when in the last 12 years, Chicago has spent $712 million. Let's say it again: $712 million in payouts in police scandals and settlements. $712 million.
Picking on him.
And he Rahm Emanuel on TV talking about $130,000. like you were the reason why the Laquan McDonald tapes didn't come out when they were supposed to come out. That was Ron McDaniel. Ron, whatever his name is, Rahm Emanuel. That was his fault that the Laquan McDonald tapes didn't come out. They had to petition him and make him release those tapes that he was hiding. That he was hiding, but he gonna get on there over Jussie Smollett and $130,000.
But the bottom line, the young boy, he just did some dumb shit.
He did some dumb shit. Hey, he stands true. He ain't saying I did it.
Right. He is.
To your story.
He is.
That's right. He's sticking to the story.
Saying he did it by coming out and trying to rub their faces in it. They probably came to some kind of mutual agreement. Go ahead, keep the money, whatever. I'm gonna do this. He did community service, so you did something
exactly,
wrong. So that's like it's like don't come on out there and be like, yeah, you like OJ, I didn't do that shit.
But you got to pay for it.
What you gonna do?
You got to pay for it.
Yeah,
But see, think about it. His public relations people, whoever should have told him, shut up. I'd have worked for him. It's just like when OJ wrote that book.
Yeah.
I said, don't write that book.
If I had done it.
And don't go get that shit.
No,
send somebody to get it.
Jesse need to shut the hell up now.
Narcissist. It's just narcissism. This severe narcissism. A narcissist ain't thinking like that. They trying to think of how they keep their name out there, and no matter what.
And then 45 brings it out, so it's gonna be.
What did he say?
He'll call out fake assaults, but he won't say shit about real assaults.
Right. Yeah. Like grabbing pussies and shit.
That don't make no damn sense to me.
Don't make no sense at all, man.
But he won't call out Brock Tucker, who got away with sexual assault.
Right.
He won't call out the dude that went over the United States of America Olympics and went over there and lied and said he got beat up.
Ryan Lochte.
He didn't call that shit out.
Ryan
Lochte.
He gonna take his ass to Grand Rapids where ain't really nothing happened. Take your ass to Flint and hold a rally. Do something to Flint. Do something with the water there. Go to Detroit.
Right.
Shit.
Go to South Central. Go
lock up Harvey Weinstein.
Chicago.
Go to Chicago.
He always talking about Chicago. Go to Chicago.
Go to Chicago and have that day. Secret Service had a day off day.
Right. Secret Service call it black.
I don't wish no harm on that man, but it's kind of
we don't do Chicago like that.
It's kind of irritating, man. He need he's trying to showboat going to Grand Rapids with trying to look good. I think it was a damn setup. You can't tell me ain't nobody got a bootleg Mueller support, whatever his name is.
Somebody made a hint talking about things get leaked. She was putting it out there that. Things get leaked, At some point, if Mueller is exactly what everybody preaching that he is, or this savior, the saint, then he got a copy of that.
He got it.
He got a copy of that envelope. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, it's in his file.
Yeah, he got a copy of that shit, and so do somebody else.
It'll get out.
It'll get out.
It'll definitely get out. Yeah. But then you got he's trying to set shit up. My man thinking he messes with our intelligence. He had Betsy DeVos as far as education. She's trying to cut the Special Olympics.
He can mess with our intelligence when he's not intelligent.
Exactly. Gonna cut the Olympics. Gonna cut funding. $18 million.
And the military.
He pulled that back.
Yeah, of course. That was a setup.
Yeah, he pulled that Olympic.
That was a setup. He's trying to make himself look good. I overturned her. Man, that's a setup.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
You created the problem. Now you solved it.
I'm just gonna start saying fuck. Fuck out of here. Fuck. You can say that anytime. Fuck. can say that to your boss. Fuck.
What's your catchphrase?
I didn't do it. I can't do it. Talking about R. Kelly, I'm sorry. He still can't go over to. He lied when he said he was going to Dubai because they wanted him to have a concert. He lied. He was trying to get out of the country. Trying to get out of the country.
Because that's where his money.
He trying to do it wrong.
Take it from a runner. He was trying to get. I'm a runner. Yeah, failure to appear.
You didn't say that.
Hey, failure to appear.
You got the dates, you just don't
Hey,
know.
I'm in Fort Wayne because they can't extradite me for child support to Atlanta.
Where your brothers are.
Well, Bruce, he died.
Oh, he did?
He ain't like me nowhere. I think he tried to fuck with me sometime at night. He be trying, shit be moving. I'm like, get your punk ass out of here, man. I didn't play with you in life. I ain't playing with you in death. Not that I didn't want to play with him, but I couldn't hopscotch and hula hoop.
Couldn't hopscotch and hula hoop.
Couldn't hopscotch and hula hoop.
Shit.
That's funny.
That's all right, though.
We used to do that. We used to twirl the double dutch rope for my cousin. She was my cousin Trine. She the oldest cousin, so we had no choice. Come out here and twirl this rope, okay?
So you can double dutch.
I can't double dutch, but I can twirl that.
Oh, you can twirl?
I can twirl the shit out of the double dutch rope. Yeah.
I could twirl the rope. I mean, I've done it. My brother had them girls over there.
See, that was an advantage. If you had brothers like that, then they
I
track the
can
girl.
twirl the double dutch rope.
So that helped you out.
Everybody want to know what I gave. They quickly find out.
You say not today.
Hey, right now, if I ever get famous, a bunch of women from Atlanta gonna call talking about I tried to follow them when I was 9.
So it's gonna come.
Yeah, I tried to stake it pinky.
They're gonna jump on that Me Too, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna jump on the Me Too train. And I lied to a few.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I mean, it's like with Brother Bill. I love Bill Cosby, man. You know what I mean?
Bill having a great
But
time.
I gotta say something. You gotta break things down like Bill. During that year, I came up in that era. You know, that was the sex, drug, and rock and roll era.
Mm-hmm.
Bill didn't say he drugged no woman.
Right.
He said, I got them some dope to have sex with them.
Right.
You know what I
Seemed
mean?
like he
That's
wouldn't
what
have
it
had that done.
was.
Yeah.
But that's what it was at that time.
I got them some dope. I didn't drop it in their drink. I said, what you want?
But
She
he
said, I
would've-
want a 20.
But he would have been implicated. He
Yeah.
would have been implicating other people that didn't come out
Yeah.
in his defense, like
Yeah.
all the males.
And
Yeah.
Robert
Robert Cole.
Yeah.
That was his co-star.
That was his boy.
That was his boy.
Yeah.
You ain't seen him in none interview. No
Nothing.
questions asked.
Is he
There's
still
a reason
alive?
for that. Yes, he alive. It's a reason for that.
Yeah.
If he ain't alive, he got family members that know about that shit.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby was the only black dude at the party.
Yeah.
He just didn't go in there and start raping people.
Yeah, hey, man.
And
Hey.
he was Bill Cosby.
He
And
was
it's like
Bill
this.
Cosby. He just start going
Hey.
there and taking, because he a black dude.
Hey.
He the only black dude. That black guy, somebody was like, no, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Somebody showed it to him.
Hey, I'm Bill
This
Cosby.
how
Hey,
and
I
he
got
just
this
took
new
it to
show
a-
coming out.
Right. Bill just took it to another level. And then he took it for the team because he didn't implicate anybody else. 'Cause
Yeah.
nobody his age, male,
Male.
testified on his behalf.
On his behalf.
Or neither were they questioned. It's been only females.
They always got conspiracy theories out there. They did this.
But that's
set up.
common sense, though.
Oh no, I
You
ain't talking
think
about that. I agree.
who
I
he was
agree.
with.
But they saying they set him up because he wanted to buy NBC. and
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I think he just took it.
He
too
got too
far.
comfortable.
He took it too far because in comic books back in the day, our dream as guys, as little boys, was in the back of the comic book. It said, "Get some Spanish fly, and
Yeah.
so you get the girl to like you." And all we was
Yeah.
thinking about, okay, we put some Spanish fly in the drink, and they gonna fuck me.
They gonna
And
fuck.
That's all we was thinking
And
about.
that's what Bill
It was
did.
that-
But they was like,
He
you didn't
was
tell me
trying
that was gonna happen.
Right,
Yeah.
he just tried it.
I woke up sore.
Right, but I believe I believe Bill took it to another level. I believe Bill don't even know who she is to this day. That's why she's so supportive. he gave her the first drug.
Hey, how long is he actually supposed to be up in there?
I don't know.
But he says he's. I mean, they say
Yeah, they say
he's
he
adjusted
had a good time. He
very well.
adjusted and
Prison guru.
probably
Yeah.
he probably like a god in that
Yeah.
song gun.
By the God, and there's some jokers they ain't gonna let nobody touch me.
Right,
probably doing shows
You know, some
Yeah,
guys in
so-
there know,
He gonna come
know he ain't supposed to be
Giving up
there.
they pudding pops for the
He
choke
gonna,
ticket.
he gonna
Yeah.
come back and have we're gonna ship in some pounds instead of little. Sherry.
He probably changed some lives up in that bitch.
Yeah,
they probably tell him, Bill, you ain't got to drug me if you just want it.
Yeah.
You know, just ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be teasing.
You ain't got to.
You know what I mean? I know you're watching
Right,
me.
just
You know what I
ask
mean?
me,
I
Bill.
seen you in the shower.
I see you licking your lips.
Yeah.
Nick.
I seen you in the shower.
Yeah.
But when is he supposed to get out?
Oh, I don't
Nobody
know.
know?
I don't know, man. I know he got less than 10 years.
Yeah, we got less than 10.
Damn, so he'll do 3.
They doing 3. They doing things like 3 to 10.
Man, that's just
And, you know, he deserved whatever he get. But,
Of course.
But you got Harvey Weinstein.
You got
you got
Woody-
Bill O'Reilly. He
you got-
paid $30 million.
you got
His
Woody
kids-
Allen upstairs still.
Woody Allen. It ain't right. Both
You know, I'm
sides,
saying
man.
this way, but I'm saying like this. If as far as them women, if you took that hush money, shut up. I mean, they let women speak on that called a non-disclosure
Right.
money. You know what I
Right,
mean? They
right.
blew that money. Now
Right.
they talking. How they
So
clue?
that should be against the law. If you take a
But
non-disclosure,
you know, it ain't the same rules for us. in
Different
court,
strokes for
man.
white folks.
Yeah, man. Hey, when that school scandal, I was looking at the news today and how everybody was coming out of court. There's hundreds of people that's involved in that. You ain't seen that one black person in that crowd.
are you talking about the tuition with
the tuition thing.
school?
You ain't
Yeah.
see one black person coming out of any of them courtrooms.
Well, they tried to jam Dr. Dre up in it. You know,
Yeah, 'cause
he made that
Because he
tweet.
gave $50 million.
70 million.
But was
70
it,
million?
But was
Yeah.
it to the school she went to?
I think it was USC.
But what did he gave that money to the school his daughter went to?
I don't know. Don't get me lying on
Yeah,
this.
no, I'm not sure if that's the case.
Uh-huh.
I know he gave it to a
But he
school
took
that
that
black
tweet
folks
down.
didn't. Yeah, but if she got it to the school that he gave that money to, he shouldn't be saying shit.
Yeah.
He shouldn't
Yeah,
be saying that. He should be
he brain
quiet.
farted.
Why would anyone give
He
that
took
much
the tweet
money to
down.
a school?
Yeah, because they was mad that he didn't give it to a HBCU.
You can give it to whoever the hell he want, honestly, but
Yeah, I agree.
but still,
but damn,
but why? That's a lot of damn money.
right? You
That's
should
a
have split it up
That
between
gotta be
USC
right.
and,
Do
and Howard or
something.
something, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, he tried. If she went to that school too, yeah, you should be quiet, dog.
I believe she did.
You should be quiet,
Yeah,
dog.
she did, I think so.
Yeah,
So that's why he took the tweet
yeah,
down.
you should
And
go
you know
ahead.
that money ain't nothing but split up between the board of
Right.
directors and
If your daughter went to the school that you gave $70 million to, you can't be tweeting about
She got
in
in-
on
she
her
didn't
own
get in there
money.
on her own.
Right. She got in there. She got in there.
Yeah.
That was just a guarantee she was
Yeah.
gonna get in there.
and that's real sad because there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of young
Smart
people out
kids,
there
man.
that
Every
should
time I
be.
look at the TV, I see another 11-year-old make me want to slap mine. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And you know what? I got respect. You know, and I understand what you said because it's bad for the kid that qualified.
Exactly,
You know, 'cause
right.
don't get me wrong. I went to Ivy Tech. You know what I mean?
Where?
Ivy Tech in
Ivy Tech.
Fort Wayne, college
Okay.
in
That's
Fort
like
Wayne. That's
Phoenix
yeah,
and shit, you
yeah,
know,
like
Ross.
Phoenix,
Yeah,
whatever.
Ross.
I went there and I flunked out. You know what I mean? I got 11,000.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna go back for that third semester because I say ain't no sense in me wasting no more money because I ain't been in my algebra class since day one. I ain't been in school in 34 years. You gonna put me in an algebra class? You know what I mean?
I get a calculator with that.
I
look
can
at
ask.
my daughter math and be like, so yeah, I'm gonna need the instructions. Like when I was watching the instructions, and you know, one time she looked at me when I said that. You know, see, I wasn't in class when y'all had got the instructions how to do this, and she walked away. I was like, where's this motherfucker going? I said, it's just.
She went and got instructions.
She went and got the instructions. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay, I put my glasses on.
You had
like
to
she
follow
do.
through.
I had to follow through. I was like, oh shit. I said, oh. So yeah. So Miss Kristen, she'll be home in a minute.
This is a little too advanced for me.
Yeah, why quit playing?
Hey, but you know it done changed so much now. You be like, you can't help your kids with the math, you know. And I mean, like my grandkids that ask me certain things about history. You know what I mean? You know, hey, what about Christopher Columbus? I thought he was a crook. You know what I mean? We celebrate St. Patrick's Day. He killed a bunch of black folks.
You don't tell him history, you tell our story.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I can't tell you.
Like,
And it's
know what I mean?
My
amazing.
kids
'cause
tell
what-
me to help them with their math. I just tell them to drop the lies and carry the truth.
That's the
Yeah.
only. That's the only. That's the only thing that's universal.
Right.
Is a math,
Yeah.
history, and you don't think about that when you and going through it yourself. I didn't think about history. Actually,
I loved
my,
history.
my attention
Yeah.
span wasn't very good
I
back
love
then.
I love all the other classes.
Some history
in
was
math
good, but a
and-
lot of history, I didn't. I mean, it
Well,
was.
I needed
wasn't
to know.
interesting.
I needed to know the tomfoolery so that I can have
Yeah.
something to compare.
Something to
to
gauge it
when
with.
I-
Right, right.
Because what I do with my kid is I know her school sucked. When your teacher, when your class went through 4 teachers in half a year, it's a problem. When one of your teachers give the students the 2-week notice, you got a problem.
Yeah.
That's what happened. She gave the students the 2-week notice. Was like
It's like a job.
Yeah, I ain't even going to the
Mess
office.
with y'all
you,
no
you
more.
just turn this in for me.
Yeah.
It's a problem, so I have to educate her when she get home too.
Yeah.
It's so.
And this DeVos chick lady, I'm sorry,
she dumb as hell.
she wants to.
Oh, man.
Dumb
She
as
want to
hell.
expand the school, expand the size of the class, and lessen the teachers. As far
Look
as
here.
less teachers, more
That's-
students in the class.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to carry guns. She do that because these kids getting. My daughter's school. Them kids so bad, man. I was just telling your wife about it. It was a little 3'5" dude taking over for a minute there. He was about this tall, a little Michael Jackson pants.
Yeah.
So I swear he was this tall. I went to the school and he looked me up and down and then asked his friends next to him, like, who is it? I was like, who is you?
Yeah.
I had my tight prison t-shirt on. I was ready to fight him. he was bold, man. I was like, I'm sitting there watching him in class like he running shit.
Yeah.
He in there running shit. So the teacher is busy messing with him. She can't.
And
so
everybody
then you
else
gotta-
is not being
right.
taught.
Then you got his number 2. He over there making a distraction too, doing his thing.
Yeah.
So you don't. And then now you caught this person and tail end of some shit that was started by this over here. So if you would have been paying attention to that, she don't know how to pick her battles.
And
Yeah.
no matter what, that teacher should not be armed because that's when that teacher would
Right,
have been
she'd
like,
have shot
"Kapow!"
all of them. She'd have shot, and even if she'd have shot mine, I'd have been like, "What did she do?"
Nobody knew.
Yeah,
Nobody
that teacher something else,
her.
I
man.
was like, 'cause my daughter ain't innocent. I'm like, what she do? Okay, you shot her in the foot. Okay,
And you know this thing, and you know, since we on the school thing, what's going on with these? You know, everybody now, like the teachers and the coaches getting jammed for knocking off the little young track stars and stuff. That's been going on since I was in school.
Right. But our teachers didn't look like that though.
Right, right, and you
All
know
of
what?
them, you know, Miss
what?
Finkelberger.
That's just a double standard for, of course, if a male teacher's mess with the young, that's second one.
Yeah. But not only that, who is telling? Who are these?
The
who
kids, the kids are telling, give them a popsicle, they're gonna confess
Man, they
everything.
telling everything. They telling
And
everything.
then it started off
They-
when they said, "I'll get an A," and I really should have got an E.
And they mad. All they mad about is that she took the game controller from him because she really
Right.
wanted to
Yeah,
have sex.
yeah.
I'll tell.
Like, yeah, he'd rather play a
tell.
video game to get that ass.
Yeah.
Like, who is telling? Who is telling? I bet you the father when they tell. I bet you the fathers be like, "He's not my son."
Hey.
And of course, the teacher gonna say, "I didn't do it."
We had a coach. We had a coach in
Even
school.
those teachers are like, "Why are they telling?" Like,
They're kids.
Hey,
They're gonna tell.
Man,
Let
we
me
was-
share the experience
come
I
on,
had in
hey,
school.
Mufasa, the teacher approach you in the 8th grade and want to suck your dick. What you gonna do?
Let me tell you what happened. Miss Hey, Miss McCatchy. Miss
He
McCatchy.
naming names,
Hey,
people.
a
He
German
naming
girl.
names.
She probably like 90 now. But I mean, everybody said, like, she was nice to the football team. And they said if you got player of the week, she would invite you over how to cut her grass or break her yard and will hook you up.
Subliminal messages.
I made player of the week.
Okay.
19
She
times.
came to me and say, will you come over to the house? I have some work for you.
Which
on
company
a
you
Wednesday.
talking
Huh?
about? He said,
Hey,
would you come?
I would have
or
done it.
come?
I don't care what carpet. Hey, but the week before, the running back cut her grass. And he came back and told everybody.
Man.
Y'all could have been there at the same time.
That's
running
motivation.
plays.
My day to get her, they walked out to school. Oh, then what they walk out? She been having sex with M. Weaver. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
you didn't get your chance.
didn't get my turn.
Damn, y'all could have went there at the same time
Yeah.
and ran plays.
Then we had the track coach. We had the track coach. They ain't gonna tell me because I like he was knocking off all the girls. He got my girlfriend.
Nah, damn.
Yeah, my girlfriend come down to track
Where'd you
practice.
go, Cooley High?
Yeah. My girl come down to track practice, watch me run. Next thing I know, coach got her keeping statistics and
pull-ups.
stuff. Now he always took me home out of track practice, and he would drop her off first. And me and Coach smoked a little reefer together.
He tried to get
Now
you
Coach
relaxed.
dropping me off first, and my girl don't want to speak to me no more. And the same coach was at the school when my daughter went there. And he talking about, your daughter run like y'all. Stay the fuck away from my daughter, man.
That's right.
That's right.
That would have been a blast.
I don't want to snitch, but I know you, coach. You know what I mean? I know you took
Oh
hell from me.
yeah, times has changed, but that's probably good that you didn't get your chance. Probably would have turned your ass
I'm
out.
still hurt.
Hey, you said she's still around?
No, she probably at 90, but I'm hurt from
All
that
right,
day.
get some lubricant. You be all right.
Oh my God.
Got you the shivers.
Yeah, I did make love to her when I got home. I mean, I could dream about you if I can't hold you tonight. You know what I mean? I'm a gunner.
Catch a Me Too case.
I'm talking about go get it. You should have told me fuck out of here. Man, but yeah, times have changed, man. That's unfortunate these kids nowadays is subject to that bullshit, because you would think after one teacher get caught and they all on the internet and on the news, the next teacher, and I ain't gonna lie, they all look pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe they on AOL or something.
If I caught him if I ever catch a teacher with my grandson as fine as the one I seen,
I'm telling them scoot over.
Y'all high-fiving?
She gave
Tell
me
them scoot over.
some.
What you say?
Oh, I'm telling you.
You gotta share love.
Give me some, I'm gonna take it. Old school.
I'll
You
tell.
got grandfather.
I'm gonna jump out the closet like we did in '74.
My turn.
You know what I mean?
Train.
You ain't getting none. I'm the one that bought that cheeseburger he gave.
You owe me a percentage.
That's right.
She gonna say,
You know,
fuck.
but it's good to be, for me myself, I see the way the world is headed, and I'm glad I got a chance to see the world when it was real. You know what I mean? When it was
What you
real.
mean by that?
Yeah,
Because now they're attacking everything. You know what I mean? The Christmas song, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, is racist. You know that.
No, they haven't made that one yet. It's just a lot. They haven't.
The one is what? It's the most wonderful time of the year. They say that song will mess with depressed and suicidal people.
Mommy kissing Santa Claus. They talking about that.
Yeah, talking about
like,
that.
Wait a minute, mommy fucking Santa Claus.
I
Actually,
grew up with Jehovah's Witness, so I don't know
And
what
what
the
that
fuck y'all talking
new? It's a new. What is that? It was a sitcom that they ragging on now.
What, for real? Well,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it was.
I saw it on Facebook. It'll come to me, but nobody's talking about the Simpsons. You know, if you're gonna say some Simpsons, it's kind of fucked up. You know, they ain't picking on the Simpsons.
I think it was funny because I'll go way back with the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
When they had the young brother on the one side of the table and
Yeah.
they was making a big deal out of that.
Yeah.
And to me, Charles Schwartz, he was ahead of his time at that time.
Yeah.
That was back in early '60s, to where at
Early
least he had a brother up in there.
Yeah.
Now, if he was on the same side with Pigpen, then we got a problem.
Yeah, we got a problem.
But
Yeah.
the brother, maybe he wanted to sit by himself, but they had all the white kids on the other
kicking
side.
roaches, you got a problem.
And nobody ever we didn't notice that shit.
Yeah.
And now they're bringing it up now in 2018. It was
Yeah.
last year's stuff. It's 2019, of course, but they brought that up last year. It's like,
I
that's too much.
understand times are changing. I understand. What I'm saying is it's being preempted, the tit for tat, so that they could have they can have a cache or stash of things that can't even be compared to owning up to slavery, to go against it. Well, what
about this?
What about
Yeah.
none of that
Yeah.
shit can compare, but they keep trying to stack it so that when the day comes, the reckoning of you, because one day they gonna have to accept that shit. They gonna have to come to terms that shit happened, and we need to pay some shit back.
Get over it.
Period. They gonna have to pay some shit back, and nobody wants to do that shit. Nobody wants to see black people get that money or get what they owe, because it'll even the playing field a little bit, and then we start having some say and some shit, and it's white supremacy. They don't want that shit to die, and they go as soon as even black politicians, do you believe in reparations? They quick to say nah. Well, yeah, but what about giving people checks? No. Black people say it first, no, the quickest. Oh no. Like there's no shame in one. What is old to us?
Exactly.
Every other race has gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, just give me the land.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about
Give
no
my
cash.
40
That'll
Give
make
me
his money.
40
That'll make
acres.
his money.
Give me
That'll
40
make his money right there.
I'm scared of mules.
Right. You ain't got right. You ain't even got to give me 40. Give me 29.
Yeah.
Give me 29 and a half.
Keep the mule.
And keep the mule,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying?
Scared of them
They got fleas anyway. You know what I'm
My
saying?
uncle
Right.
got kicked by a mule when I was 8. You know what I mean?
He said, "Give me the acres. I'm scared of you."
I did that. That mule kicked my uncle, and I was just gonna go out there and help him plow. I'm like, shit. They never. What were you doing? I'm like, I came in the house and got y'all.
Damn a mule. Now they say Obama was supposed to do that in his 8 years, but he wasn't.
Come on, man.
You know, like I said, after he sworn in, give us our shit right there.
Right.
Give us
No,
a
when he
mule.
was leaving, man, Obama.
Last thing.
Even in retrospect, a couple years later, he lost the biggest opportunity as the first black president to do what every black person thought he was gonna do, and that's them last 6 months. It was to act straight black.
Just do everything.
Just do everything.
Cuss
Just
out
start
everybody
letting
that piss you
people
off.
Go Donald Trump.
Right. It'd be like,
Have a nigga moment,
right.
and then mix that with some nigga synthesis.
Say to everybody, I'm sick of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right, he was supposed to do that shit you seen on Keenan and Peele or whatever that show was called. He was supposed
angry
to,
president.
Right, he was supposed to let all the time he had been in the White House and had to deal with the bullshit that you have to deal with as a black man
Yeah,
and
man.
as the first black president. At some point, you gonna have to let that shit go.
That man
Or it's
got-
gonna come out some podcast somewhere.
That man got too much class, man. He wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, because
He
Jimmy
wasn't gonna
Carter
do that.
did. Jimmy Carter did the most
I'm just
niggerish
saying,
shit I seen.
he
What was
wasn't
that?
Got
gonna
his
do
head, got him some head, and lied, and played the saxophone.
Oh, you talking about Clinton?
That was
Bill Clinton, yeah, Bill
He
Clinton.
went way back to
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter.
Like Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter did do the make peanuts.
Big tooth motherfucker.
Yeah, he ain't do them farm peanuts, and his brother Billy drunk beer.
Hey, I ain't mad at him, though.
Billy
I ain't mad at
Bill.
Jimmy.
Yeah, but
He's still alive, too.
Barack passed up an opportunity to speak to us as a people. I felt like
Right.
he never did that. He would speak to everybody. That's cool, kumbaya. That's great. What he was trying to do and what his philosophy was. I understand that.
He did a whole lot for the gay
just
agenda.
But just like everybody does. But just like damn man, I lost my train of thought.
That's okay though, but you know, hindsight's 2020. I bet Barack now, President Obama, he's gonna always be my president when it comes to that.
That's my nigga.
I know right now he's like, man, I should have said this, I
Right.
should have said that, I should have.
Right.
Like you said, I shouldn't have gave that
You
motherfucker the
should-
keys.
He should have gave him the keys
To
because
the
in
spot.
retrospect, in 20 years he'd have been celebrated as
Yeah.
the president who stood up to the dictator who was coming into office.
Yeah.
They would have persecuted him for the first 10, 20 years for not giving up the keys, and he got arrested for not, for trying to obstruct getting away of that. But
Yeah.
then after he would have gotten the White House and did all the shit he would have did, he would have went down in history as the greatest president that ever lived because of what he tried to do.
Yeah.
He tried to warn us. He tried to tell us this.
But
happened.
nobody knew that Trump was gonna be so fucked up.
Obama did.
Yeah,
I
Yes,
did too.
He did. Obama
Well,
did.
a lot of us
But,
did,
but
but-
even us, as people, if we were paying attention to
My spider sense was
No,
tingling like
right,
that.
but if you were paying attention to Trump throughout the years and seeing him on TV, listening to him talk, and actually paying attention to what his finances and where they came from, you already knew this shit before he even ran.
This man said bullshit. the other
Bullshit.
day. Did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard it.
I was
Bullshit.
like, wait a minute, this is the president of
He
the
done
United
said,
States.
goddamn.
I like it though.
He done said,
I like it.
goddamn.
Oh,
I want the
that's
yeah.
fine. We just wish Obama kind of would have did
Right.
that, but that's
Yeah.
not his character.
Right.
Shoot a bird.
All
That
the
shoulda
politicians.
flipped the bird. That
All
shoulda-
of them should cuss.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
They're human.
Say well, yeah.
They do the shit
Say
behind closed
right.
doors.
Say right.
Be real.
Be real.
Don't
with
be
me.
a politician.
Say,
Look
Be
at Putin.
real.
Putin
Right.
over there posing shirtless with his dick.
Look, the politicians should be up on them, the podiums and be like, look, shit is fucked up in this county.
Get this shit together.
let's
You motherfuckers right now is pissing me off.
Especially you two motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, they'll win. That you be mad at first, like, what you mad at? Because he was right?
With that said, what's the difference between what 45 is doing now and what you just talking about? The difference is 45 is a racist.
That and he's not spitting facts.
He's not
When
for
he-
everybody.
Right, but he's not spitting facts. when
He's
he's
a
saying
liar,
certain
son of a
words.
gun.
He a liar.
Oh,
he'll
he's
lie
a
for
liar,
no
boy.
reason.
He good. He
if
allowed to
you-
kick it.
If you come real,
You
at
ain't got
people-
to lie to kick it.
Yeah.
Right.
He can
But
still
if
kick
you
it.
come real at a people and speaking like that, you can't refute because it's facts. Okay, yeah, it is fucked up. He just saying it like we not used to hearing it. Once you get over that, and then you can listen to the message. Well, yeah, motherfucker's right. You'll be agreeing. I'm cussing. You be like, yeah, the motherfucker's right. Let's get this shit together, man. All this nice shit, and then you in front, and then we catch you behind doors, cause that kind of turn people off. Even if you being real, you by your actions.
But grabbing pussies, come on, man.
But your verbal behind scenes and but your verbal in front of camera, off camera for
They
me.
love it.
For me, it need to be almost the same. Your verbal in front and off camera, kind of for me. Because even if I know by your actions you doing what you say you're doing, but if I hear you, golly whiz all on TV and shit, but in the background you like these hoes is tripping, all that shit. I'm gonna be upset. That's not
because that's
like,
not real.
Like Asian people at some Asian restaurants, I think. I be hearing them talk with the deep accent. But your restaurant been here for 49 years and you still speak with that hard ass accent. Yeah. I think they go in the back and be like, these motherfuckers again. God damn. They come back out with the strong accent.
Tell them it ain't chicken. It really ain't chicken.
Yeah. They be back there like, girl, they is straight tripping at table 3. They want that chicken. We don't have that. Tell them motherfuckers we don't have that type of chicken.
Fuck you know what I mean? If dude say he been waiting for his dinner long too long, fuck him.
And they come back out and be like, we don't have your type of ticket here. You speak English. I saw you at the mall last night. Shut up. Oh my goodness. But I just want the politicians to speak real, man. I'll tell you again, the first politician to go to Flint and fix that shit, they win. They win. There's a new black dude running for president from Miramar, Florida.
I seen that.
Yeah. He looked like he had just got here. He did, but his commercial was dope.
Look like he came from the city.
Right, like he was still like he did. He had the oar in his hand.
It's like, are you running? He's like,
right, yeah.
Hey,
but his commercial almost had me wanting to vote for him. I was like,
what's your name again?
It was inspirational. I had a Denzel tear come out of my eyes. It was crazy.
What that brother name that was running for president, the surgeon? Brian. I can't stand that.
He's the HUD guy.
He's the HUD guy.
Yeah.
He's
Carson. Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. Bill Carson reminds me of my uncle though. But every time I see it, I told my cousins that he was like, yes, that dude look like Uncle Harold.
He's a classic example though. When you see a brother running for something back, before, he didn't win, what have you. Just by him being black people like, yes, him. Until you see and hear him.
Open his mouth.
It's like, wait a minute.
I'm like, open your eyes while you're talking, man.
I think he don't know. I think he's like my man.
He is Mr. Magoo. He just like the black Mr. Magoo.
The black Mr. Magoo.
He always have his eyes closed when he talking. Like he be like, yes. So
he's Clarence Bixby. I think he.
What we are going to do, and by the time he get the last 2 words, that's when he opens his eyes. So. Like, did you just go to sleep on me?
Yeah. Did you?
but he's in charge of HUD. That's who 45 thought would be the best candidate for HUD.
A joker ain't never had to struggle, really.
None of them had to struggle.
None of them.
How can they even feel empathy for people who struggle?
You cannot effectively lead a people you cannot relate to.
Exactly.
So if you have never had to borrow $5 to get some milk the next day, you can't be my president.
So how you know I'm mad if you ain't been where I've been? See where I'm coming from.
It's like 30 years ago, I was in drug rehab. And the dude was talking shit that he didn't know what the hell he was saying.
Because he never had no drugs, right?
Hey, man, let me ask you that. Say, have you ever been high? He said, I never had a drink or smoked a cigarette. I said, well, I'm getting ready to relapse. Y'all get on that fucking toe.
like I said before.
Ain't nothing you can tell me.
It goes full circles. Like, don't tell me how to treat my child if you ain't have one yourself.
Yeah. Just like marriage counselor. If you ain't never been married,
fuck.
How you gonna tell me how the intricacies in a relationship from a book?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I used to be a flight attendant and we trained in school, and then in the real world it went like this. So we was trained to say from this placard, we supposed to, if the cabin of the plane is smoking and people was running and panicking, we about to die, we supposed to read this shit on this placard. Yeah. No, in the real world, hey, you follow me or you gonna die. I'm out. Yeah.
Right.
That's how it go in the real world. Yeah. Because you stupid. I'm not gonna
book rules and there's life.
Right. And there's life. I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince your monkey ass like on TV. Like, come on, man. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Women and children first.
No. You ain't listening. I'm out. I'm out.
Follow me.
Follow me. I'm out.
It's like they teach you all that bullshit in boot camp in the military, and then drop your ass off in a real war.
Right.
That's a whole different shit.
Right. At 18, I didn't get geography right in class.
It's real, man.
They didn't tell me it was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
That ain't what the pamphlet showed.
Right. that's the first night of basic training that you done woke up that first
Yeah,
night.
what the
What the hell? I'm sorry.
Where I'm at?
I'm gonna call my mama.
My mama don't like me.
You know what I mean?
Well, Dig, man, we could talk all day, but we ain't got time for this. I gotta go piss anyway. But anyway, my man, Mufasa, thank you so much, brother, for
Man,
coming
I'm
to this
glad
podcast.
to be here. This is the best fun I had in a long time.
Sorry about your tire situation.
Don't worry about Ty. You know, but I want to say something. I'm recording my first album at the Fort Wayne Comedy Festival
Okay.
on the 11th and on 12th and 13th of April. Yeah.
Okay, where's it gonna be at?
The Pint and Slice Pizza House.
Shit, you can hear some laughs and get you a pizza.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
but I'm gonna be there. The show starts. I'm on. They making because it's me. They putting a disclaimer. Well, it's not
As they
suitable for
should.
everybody.
It's all right.
They said.
You're gonna be 100%.
Yeah,
Let 'em
right.
know.
Well,
Your audience
They
will
did
come.
ask me. They did ask me, could I calm it down? I said, I don't want.
No, that's not your
No,
style.
no.
You know what though? You welcome back anytime, man. We'd love having you back again. I'd love to have a conversation with you, pick your brain.
Yeah, anytime.
Again, because you're a funny brother, man.
Oh, he got
Right.
some stories about Dr. King. Oh my God.
You used to hang with him
People,
too, huh?
people ain't
Had to
ready.
hang with the Dr.
People,
Kids and all us
people
hungry.
ain't ready for this. People ain't.
Oh,
ready.
they
I'm
will-
telling. Yeah,
I
I'm
went
telling-
to Ebenezer Church.
They will be ready.
Yo,
Yeah.
they ain't ready for it.
Yeah, but you're in the movie. You're in the
Yeah, I'm
movie.
in the movie,
with,
yeah.
Maru, and that's a beautiful thing because I know you got things you're doing in Maru. I appreciate you giving me the time again to come through here and work your
Hey,
magic.
man, look
You know
here.
how we do.
Look here, it's gonna get done.
Yeah, it's gonna get done. We're gonna continue to do this podcast. We're gonna continue to have guests. We're gonna continue to talk shit, but it's always just a thought.
Just a thought, man.
J-E-S-T.
Just a thought. You
Yeah.
thinking it too? Come on, man. You thinking it too? We just saying it out loud for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, like Steve Harvey would say, we black out here.
Please don't ever reference him except for like that.
Yeah, on a positive note. That's all right though. But anyway, it's been a great time. My name is Fred Potter,
This is Amaru.
OG Mufasa. That's stand for
Mufasa.
Old Geechee.
my man. So anyway, we'll thank you for listening to Just the Thought. Give us feedback. Continue. Tell a friend. We're gonna continue to do our thing.
Fuck
In the
feedback. I
meantime,
don't
no,
give a damn
fuck
about
that.
your
I
feedback.
need feedback. Fuck.
Feedback my ass. We gonna do this shit.
We're gonna do it regardless. We'll listen to it, but that don't mean we're gonna
but
change anything.
This is y'all was laughing, so shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I used to go out to fight.
I can't get that high no more. I can't get that high.
I can't never be that.
I know. I feel
I
like.
came out the womb like,
got-
oh.
What was that?
Doctor hit me, I like, ah.
Stupid.
That's
Everybody,
how he
so I'm gonna be a pastor. You know what I mean? I got baptized 5 times. Kept coming up with wet devil.
Hey man, come back soon, all right?
I'll do that when y'all
My
need.
man.
All right, we out.
We out. Deuces,
All right, good
people.
night.
That was fun. Got to give it up.
You should go out on the drum.
Hey, I hate to run, but I gotta get back. The lady, they gonna pay me to do that show.